Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'd like to call this meeting of the Children and Families Committee to order, March 22nd meeting. We have a very short agenda today, only 3 bills. However, they are obviously important. I have voting sheets from Senator Montgomery, who's the ranking member, Senator Bonasek, Senator Savino, Senator Prasad, and Senator Young. I will ask council to read the first bill.
Good morning. The first bill on the agenda is Senate Bill number 753 by Senator Kennedy. This is an act to amend the Social Services Law in relation to requiring Child Protective Services to document home visits with photographs. The bill will require that a photograph be taken at each Child Protective Service visit of the child under supervision that will become part of the caseworker record. This applies both to children who are under supervision and monitoring in the Child Protective Services system and those in foster care. Similar steps were taken in the state of Florida following an audit of their child protective system, which found that more than 70 caseworkers fraudulently filed records that they had visited children in the child protective system when in fact they had not made those visits. In particular, this bill will require photos of the child to be taken at the visit with date and time information, and if a parent or guardian objects, they must sign a form stating that the caseworker both conducted the visit and verified the child's well-being. There are no members of the
Okay. We're joined by Senator Serino. Good morning.
Good morning.
Based upon the voting sheets, I have one negative vote by Senator Savino. Senator Montgomery has voted aye without rec. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion to move.
Okay. Based upon the voting sheets, the motion is carried. The bill is referred to Finance. Next bill.
The next bill on today's agenda is Senate Bill 3459 by Senator Golden. This is an act to amend the Social Services Law in relation to requiring Child Protective Services to document home visits with photographs. Current law does not require that caseworkers document every contact they have with a child in either the child protective or foster care systems, nor does it require that the regulations contain safeguards to ensure that the documentation contained in case records is safe from manipulation. This legislation will require the Department of Social Services to issue additional regulations requiring caseworkers to document every contact they have with a child under agency supervision. This bill, although similar to Senator Kennedy's bill, is different in that it requires a photograph containing date and time and location information to be taken of the front door of the child's place of residence. And the Child Protective Services supervisor shall require that each caseworker document the visit using technology to allow for geographic documentation. In this bill as well, if a parent or guardian refuses, they must also sign a form stating that the caseworker conducted the visit and verified the well-being of the child.
There are no memos in support or opposition. Again, based upon the voting sheet, Senator Savino has voted no on this. Senator Montgomery is aye without rec. I'll entertain a motion to approve. Based upon the voting sheets, the motion is approved. The bill is referred to Finance. Now on to the last bill.
Senate Bill 5176 by Senator Avella. This is an act to amend the Social Services Law in relation to the 12-month work exemption for certain parents or relatives providing child care. The purpose of this legislation is to allow commissioners in social services to modify the public assistance work requirements in order to increase access to affordable child care for eligible families. Currently, New York State law allows certain exemptions for work activities for recipients of temporary assistance that are a single parent head of household. The current work exemption structure allows a single parent who is caring for a child under the age of 1 an exemption from work activities for no more than 3 months for any one child, although a social service official has the authority to extend the exemption for up to 12 months on a case-by-case basis. This bill would allow commissioners of social service districts the ability to offer a 12-month exemption if the district is unable to meet the needs of income-eligible working families.
We have memos in support: the Empire Justice Center, the Legal Aid Society, the Federation of Protestant Welfare Agencies, and the Center for Children's Initiatives. Motion to approve. Thank you. Based upon the voting sheets, the motion is approved unanimously. The bill is also referred to Finance. Thank you, everybody. That concludes this meeting with the Children and Families Committee.